Hey guys, welcome to Contest Prep University. I'm Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're in episode 5 of our series, Increasing Energy Expenditure. We stopped our last episode speaking about NEAT, and I want to talk about sleep. So we go from laying on the couch to actually asleep, so we can't get any further away from burning calories, but there is a lot to this topic that people don't understand. And this is one of those places where I have to add the caveats, correlation and causation disclaimer. But people who get 5 hours or less of sleep routinely have about a 67% increased risk of obesity. And you would think, well, wait a second, they're sleeping less. That means they're more active. They're up and they're doing things. Why would that be the case? We all know what it feels like to be sleep deprived. We all know exactly what it's like to be so crushed and tired that, speaking of NEAT, you just don't move. And then you also start to conflate those feelings of fatigue with hunger. So I would like to hear from your perspective, Adam. How much do you speak about sleep with your clients? And do you see a difference? Because I've got some stories as well, but I'd like to hear from your perspective what you've seen in the realm of sleep.
Yeah, so I do talk about sleep pretty often with my clients, especially when they're at a sticking point where we're looking at food logs. Those look good. Usually sleep will be one of the next things I bring up. Oftentimes, clients don't focus on this as much as they could. And when they're training for a show, they've got multiple hours of gym and cardio combined. That can make it tough to feel like you have the time to sleep when you're getting other things done in life. But one of the big reasons I'm huge on sleep is because it actually will increase leptin levels, so it'll decrease ghrelin levels. So you will feel fuller and you will feel less hungry this way. So that's huge. And then just the overall benefit of recovery, having more energy throughout the day, you'll have more purpose behind everything that you do. You'll have more pep in your step, and this equates to, greater calorie demands needed throughout the day. We've all seen people who are extremely tired or moving slow, and then we've seen those same people when they have more energy, and when they have more energy, they're burning more calories. So it's something that we touch on quite a bit through prep.
Yeah, it definitely has something to do with the NEAT as well as the actual cellular metabolism. There's also great research showing that somebody who's getting less sleep, your immune system is going to be much more at risk, and so you can count on a couple extra illnesses per year. And of course, that's going to take time away from the gym potentially. But I would recommend this. I've done this with clients. I've said, okay, here we're hitting these plateaus. You're not losing quite as much as you should be. Let's talk about sleep. And those are often the clients who are getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. And I'll say, listen, you have to consider this just as important as your training. So let's, put the guilt and the shame aside that you're actually a human who requires some sleep, and you're going to have to give yourself that level of self-care. Well, let's just try it for a week or two. Let's increase that sleep by an hour, hour and a half. And I mean, just like clockwork, Adam, they start losing much more quickly. And they think it's some kind of magical physiological move, but it's truly the combination of the actual NEAT that they're moving more. And then you're getting into the realm of things like cortisol, which is elevated, and it decreases your cellular metabolic activity. It just, your entire body is in chaos. But then you have those behavioral components, like I said, between just less movement, as well as probably some extra nibbling and snacking. Your willpower goes down. Your willpower reserves are actually a depletable resource in your brain, and those go down. And so people tend to eat a little bit more, maybe even binge more often. It's sleep is just a huge pivot point for energy expenditure.
Yeah, I always say sleep is the time machine to your next meal or next breakfast.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap this up with one more episode. So if you have any questions, comments, make sure you throw them down in the comments section, and we'll see you next time in Contest Prep University.